¿Qué tal, amigos? ¿Cómo les va? Pues esperamos que hayas disfrutado la primera parte de la entrevista con Tommy, tanto como nosotros, y el día de hoy te traemos la segunda parte en donde abordaremos temas súper interesantes como es cómo es la nueva normalidad en China después de la pandemia, ellos siendo una empresa del grupo Dinglong, cómo ve el futuro de este grupo. También tocaremos un tema muy interesante que es cómo hacia dónde va la producción en China en los próximos años, y es muy importante y quiero mucho que veas la última parte de la entrevista en donde Tommy manda unas reflexiones y un mensaje muy optimistas, por cierto, al mercado mexicano. Entonces esperamos que la disfrutes tanto como nosotros, y recuerda que en Cat Toner, más que ser tu simple proveedor de cartuchos, queremos ser tu socio de negocios. Muchas gracias.
Even now, we need to use a mask, a facing mask in China. So now it's, to be frank, everybody feeling very safe in China. So in the life, the worker, everything is coming back to normal. But
with the mask.
But with mask. Everybody with mask. No this law, no these regulations, rulers from the government. But everybody keep the mask by themselves because everybody have to much more strong concept about healthy. So everybody use it. See, this is my mask for today.
Interesting. They use it by conviction, not because they are forced to use it.
No, they use it automatically by themselves.
Wow.
But this also very interesting about the facing mask. I feeling the culture gap, the culture difference between the West and the East. For example, in China, we use the mask, facing mask, to protect ourselves and also protect others. Because if somebody infected around you, so if you with the facing mask, that's where reduce the possibility of yourself be infected. And if you infected, so you will not infect others with the mask. So at least the mask can reduce the possibility. So we think it's very normal and necessary to put the mask, and easily for us to accept it, and we make decisions to do it. So that is why China, everybody use a mask. No any topics or bargain about we need to use it or not. But very interesting in the West world, like the European or like the USA, they think just the infected people, they need to use the mask. They think if you are normal, you no need to use the mask. But it's very easy. It's very easy to understand. Use the mask can protect yourself. So I cannot understand why they have this way of thinking. So this is very directly to let me feeling the different idea of different culture.
Yes.
So who control you? The culture control you. The man, the concept control you. Different culture, different man, different idea will get different behavior, then get different results and different future of yourself, even this country. So we must accept the new concept, or we need to change the concept or behavior immediately. We need to understand the new things very fast. Then you can follow the steps of this society. So I learned a lot from this pandemic.
Yeah, very interesting. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
It's very good chance for me to introduce Dinglong again to you.
And to the Mexican market.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, in China, Dinglong is famous and big growth. So Dinglong is a public company. We list in the stock since 2010. That means more than 10 years ago. Yeah, about 10 years ago, we was listed in the stock. And we listed in the stock because our chemical toner powder, so which we supply to all this industry. So everybody buy these chemical powders from us, especially the color powders. So I think even 90% of chemical color powders, I think maybe 90% of the color catchers from China is using Dinglong powder. Actually, I don't have the exact number, I just guess, okay? Mostly it's use us. And in these chemical color powders, I think we are monopoly the market. So Dinglong, at the beginning, list in the stock because of chemical powders. And Me Too is the biggest clients for Dinglong chemical color powders. So that is why Dinglong, they bought Me Too. That means they bought their main clients. It's more safe for them. And later, Me Too focus on the color models. So the markets need mono and color. And also Me Too and Retech, they need chips. So that is why Dinglong, they bought Retech and ChipJet at the same time. Then Dinglong have chemical powder, they have Me Too, they have Retech, they have ChipJet. So later we know the markets also need the inkjet. So we bought Speed and Top Color last year. These companies focus on the remanufacturing inkjet. Then later we invest in a new factory. Name is Printwear. This new factory Printwear is focused on the compatible inkjet, but with our own patent. So we also bought like Flextone is another chemical color powders factories. And also we established the Dinglong New Materials Factory. This factory produces PCR, DR, such things. And also we bought DMI. DMI is a factory focused on the plastics and so on. So in the past few years, Dinglong bought a few companies, and all these companies have his own job, different functions, but put them together in the same groups. They can support each other to make more stronger growth. So, and because we start from the materials like the powders, later we have PCR, DR, chips, plastic, such things. So actually Dinglong is a factory's factory. I mean, we supply powder, chips, such parts to other Chinese factories. So they produce catchers based on our parts. And Dinglong groups, our products, including mono and color catchers, remain and compatible catchers, also remain and compatible inkjet catchers, and all the parts inside the catchers. such as photo, color powders, chips PCR, and so on. And this year, Dinglong, we built a huge industry park behind the Me2 factory. So we will move retail to there. Now we are under these procedures to moving to Zhuhai, this new industry park. It's a huge industry park, plus Me2. So it will be our Dinglong printing consumable industry park. So in this park, we have the finished catcher and we have parts. So this industry park, we will also adopt the most advanced automatic production line. So even next step, we will develop intelligent production line, not automatic, intelligent production line. Maybe we will let the production line to control quality for us. So what we are doing and going now, because we have all the parts, so we can make all the parts standard. That means we are standardizing the parts. And we will patent our products. And we will intelligent producing or automatic producing. And we will network our channels all over the world. And we were branding our markets. Also, finally, we were sharing benefits. So this is Dinglong Group and our idea. Fraction of our industry. As I told you at the beginning, we do the reform. We do open and reform policy since more than 40 years ago. So we produce products for all of the world. So everywhere you can saw made in China. But in the past, most made in China is by hand. Later it's by machine. Then later it's by automatic production line. So the next step will be by intelligent production line. That is why we promote 5G. Because the 5G will give fast network of things. So in the production line, in your warehouse, in all industry, everything have the chips. So the network work very fast, can send a message and the reaction message very fast. That alone, the production line can go into intelligent, not only automatic. So we are updating our labor in the producing. So this is what we do now. Chinese doing now. Actually, by my opinion, I think pandemic is more positive to our compatible business. So the markets maybe getting down in the short time. But if you think about the long terms, I think pandemic will increase the market share, the quantity of compatible consumables. Because, pandemic have a lot of negative effects of most countries. So, because economy is not so good like before, so everybody, they need to reduce their office cost. So they are trying to use the compatible to replace very high cost OEM. So that means the chance for the compatible. So I trust pandemic will increased the percentage of compatible and reduced percentage of the OEM, because the end user, they need to reduce their office cost on the pandemic. And also, pandemic make a lot of job and starting from home. So that means separate them, not concentrate them, because separate people work from home, so they need more printers and consumables, like the school. Even my daughter, she study from the internet at home, then I have to buy printers for her. So that is very real examples. So also, pandemic is very hard in different countries. So by my information, that's where reduce the OEM factory capacities, because some factories is very serious, so they cannot work and produce normally like before. So the OEM capacity getting down, that's another chance for compatible. Also, pandemic changed the rate of different countries' currency to USA dollars. So the OEM, their price mostly related to the USA. So if the local currency reduce the value to the USA, that means the price of OEM increased a lot, even much more than compatible. So that means in the currency rate make the price gap between OEM and compatible much more bigger. So this will push a lot of buyer. They choose compatible. So that's another reason. So based on those reasons, I foresee, I think in the long terms, the compatible where the business will be stable and even better than before. So from Retech and a Chinese factory, we know this year we have more orders from overseas, and most factory have very tight delivery times. They are much more busy than before. So we know the market is hungry, same like before. So I don't think the distributors need to worry too much. And compatible capture business, compatible inject business, it's very good business by my opinion. Because everybody have 24 hours. Everybody have 24 hours, and 8 hours is sleeping. So the bed is a necessary product, and you have 8 hours living. So food is a necessary product, and also you have 8 hours working. The toner cartridge, inject cartridge, like the food to feeding your stomach. So cartridge, inject is the necessary product for your 8 hours working time. So it's a necessary product. That means the market is very stable, very stable. And also compatible, and the compatible products, consumable, have much more better cost effective if compared with the OEM. So it will against the economy cycle. I mean, when the economy going down, so everybody choose compatible to reduce their cost. And when the economy going up, the markets need more printing. So this is the reasons why this business is very stable. In China, this business, the volumes, I think volumes keep growing in the past almost 30 years.
How many?
Almost 30 years. It's keep growing. definitely the product is changing from the ribbon to inject to the laser toner catchers. But this market, this demand of printing is there. And also, the toner catchers, the expiry date is longer. So the markets will eat your stock finally. Maybe today your sales very slow, but you can say it finally. It's not like the seafood business or fashion business or some season products. You have to sell it out by a very short deadline. Then you have very high pressures. But toner catches or inject, it's not so hard like that. So it's the same products, same appearance, same function always. So the market is not changed like the fashion products or seafood. So it's a stable market. So just keep working hard and work very high, big background companies locally. Like Mexico, I think Cat Toner is the dome of the market. It's a big brand and have very good name in China. Everybody approach Cat Toner, want to supply to you. Because Cat Toner have a very stable payment and a very good, healthy financial standing. And also have good names. And you have very big outlets. You have your own stock systems. So for Chinese, we want to go to Mexican markets. We just shake hands with Cat Toner. That's enough. And for the local distributors, you have no necessary to buy from China directly. You buy locally from Cat Toner. That's where it make more comfortable for you.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you very much for your
That's
promoting.
my idea.
Okay, my friend. So thank you very, very much for this interview. Okay, it's I miss talking with you because when we went to the show, we usually have these very long chats, conversations, and since the pandemic, we cannot go. Right now, we would be in China, October 20, right? Maybe, yeah, we would be sharing a beer, okay, in China, but we are here, so it's good, like always, talking with you, okay.
Thank you.
I think we share a lot of thoughts, okay, and I like you because we are the same. We are very enthusiastic and we love what we are doing, okay, and it's always a pleasure talking with you.